Hi there, nice to see you. So across the road is the Barcelona Tapas. But where am I? Well, I'm not actually in Spain, to be honest with you. I'm actually in London. So what I want to do is try the tortilla. I love tortilla. So I want to try one here, and on this same video I'm going to go back across to Spain, sample some in Spain, in a restaurant also, and also the ones from the supermarkets. And we'll put it all together on this little video, see how they all compare, and we'll see which is best. So I'm going to go across there now and try this one out. See you in a bit. Hi, so I've come outside. It's lunchtime. It's very busy inside. Well, I've come outside because it's quieter, obviously. And I've ordered the standard tortilla. I do like the ones with chorizo in them also, but for these purposes, I'm going to stick with the standard, which is basically just potato, egg, and in most cases, onion. Sometimes you can have them without onion, but this one I believe has onion. And yeah, when it arrives, we'll see what it's like. Okay, so there we go. Now then. He was keen to show me when he brought this, and he opened it up for me. Just look how runny that is. Now that is a freshly cut tortilla. That is the most amazing tortilla I think I've seen. That has been cooked fresh, not just heated up, and the egg is runny. Now then, I hope that tastes. I'm very excited about this. I hope that tastes as good as it looks. Right, I'm just going to get that onto my plate. See if we can lift. I'm going to stab it. Oh no, that's not a good idea. It's going to fall to pieces. I'm going to somehow. There we go. Now then, let's break that in. That looks absolutely delicious. So that's egg, potato, and there should be onion in there as well. Yes, there's a little piece of onion there, I think. Let's give it a taste. Absolutely wonderful. If you cook it too long, obviously, then the egg goes a bit too rubbery. But that's nice and crisp, and very, very tasty indeed. Very tasty. Well, a freshly cooked tortilla. When I've had them in Spain previously, I think they've just been basically heated up the same as you do in the supermarkets. So, when I get back to Spain, my job is to find a good restaurant. Well, also sample some in the supermarkets. I had about a 30-minute wait for this, and don't mind waiting if the result is something like this. Okay. This is top marks. Absolutely top marks. I didn't expect it to be this good. I really didn't. That has a lovely crunch to it. Perfect accompaniment to a tortilla, that. Wonderful. That egg is so creamy. I mean, you normally want them kind of moist, but this is a bit more than moist, and I absolutely love it. Now, I wasn't going to show you the full menu because I was really just interested in the tortilla, but that was so amazing. I think it's worthy of just reviewing the full menu. So, anybody interested in coming here, based on that tortilla, I would definitely recommend giving it a try. So it's the Barcelona Tapas, right here in central London. worth looking up. Okay, that was truly amazing. Got the bill, $15.98. For that, worth every penny. I had a Coke in there as well. Okay, so the tortilla was $9.95 and the Coke was $4.25. Service charge of $1.78 came to a total $15.98. I mean, that was amazing. Here in central London, the Barcelona Tapas, the most amazing tortilla I've ever had. If you've had a tortilla as good as that, let me know. I would love to know. And it's off to Spain now. See what we can find over there. See you in Spain.
So I've come to the Mercadona in Sabanillas for my tortilla. I know they do great ones here that they've made themselves. So I'm going to buy one and try that. So here we go. This is what we want. Tortilla, half a piece. Check the date on it. That's fine. Okay, so I'm going to get one of these. So these are the sort of pre-packed ones. The cheaper, $2.60. I've just paid $4.50 for that half a tortilla. It's thicker than these though, and much nicer, much nicer. So I've tried these before, and they're okay. They're okay, but not as nice as the one I've just got. So despite my best efforts, I've not been able to find a restaurant here that serves a decent tortilla. I've obviously not been going to the right places. They've been like the supermarket ones, just warmed up. So there's no point in me sort of even attempting to compare to one of those because I can try one myself right here, which is what I'm going to do right now. I've got the one I've just bought in Mercadona, and I've just bought another one, which I'll show you in a moment, which I spotted, which looks quite nice. So I'm going to try those two and see how they compare to the one I had in London. I know these aren't going to be as good, obviously. They're not restaurant quality, but certainly the one from Mercadona is very good. I've been having a few of those and I really like them. Not as good as the restaurant, obviously, but still worth having and worth knowing about. Certainly better than the pre-packed ones. But the one I've just spotted in another supermarket actually looks rather good also. Not tried one before, so we'll give them both a try and see how they compare. So this is what I've just spotted in another supermarket. It looks quite good. So here we are. How wonderful is that? Tortilla, 2 tortillas. We'll give beer first. I do love these. I really do. I mean, they're great because you can have them any time of day. The Spanish eat them sort of anytime. Breakfast, dinner, lunch, supper, whenever you fancy. Okay, so I mean this one is from the Mercadona. That's one I've just bought from there, which you saw. And I've just warmed it up, not too much. And you can see it's still moist in the middle, which is how they should be served. Not runny like the one in London, unfortunately. That was amazing, but moist. So I'm gonna cut into this into the middle because I've heated it up in the microwave, so the edges do get more well done, particularly around the edge here. So I'm gonna cut down. Oh, let's see if we can get a clean cut. Now then. Okay. And I'm gonna eat from this side and just have some of that. Now look, you can see that, I think. It's moist. So just warmed up, not too much. See how that tastes. Lovely. You can taste the runniness of the egg. A bit like, obviously, the one in London, but nowhere near as much. You don't get that with the pre-packed ones. They're dry. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. So that's just egg, potato, and onions, fried onions. Can never see the onions, they're that small. Yes, they're in there. Is that a bit of onion there? That looks like a bit of onion. You can't tell if it's small onion or potato. But anyway, it should be in there. And these are nice. So I highly recommend those rather than the pre-packed ones. I don't know if all the Mercadonas do them, but the one here in Sabinilius certainly does. Right, I'm going to cut. Just clean the knife. I'm going to cut through this one and see what this one has. Ah, now then. I mean, look at the difference. You see, this is what you get. This is the pre-packed one. It just look nice. But you can see, by comparison, that is absolutely dry in the middle. You know, this one you can see the potatoes. They're all separate pieces. This one is all just compact, sort of factory made. Okay, let's just taste a bit. I mean, it's okay, but it is what it is. It's it's just bland. It's dry. Total dryness. And I used to like these, and still do. Don't dislike them. Don't get me wrong. But it's just a different experience. It is chalk and cheese. It's apples and pears. There's no comparison. So when I've been going to a few restaurants, and granted they're not top restaurants, and I've ordered tortilla, I've always got something like this, the pre-packed, heated up, no different. Obviously bought in the supermarket. They don't make them themselves. So I need to find a restaurant here in Spain on the Costa del Sol where they make their own tortillas. Now, I don't know of any. I've tried Googling it and I can't find any that specifically say they do. So if anybody out there knows of a restaurant I can go to have a really good tortilla here in Spain, a bit like the one in London, that's the benchmark. I mean, I can't believe that the best tortilla is in London and not here in Spain. But that one I had in London was excellent. So the benchmark is rather high, but surely to goodness, I must be able to find something here to compare with it. If you know of somewhere, please, please, please let me know. Okay, I'm going to have another drink of beer. Ooh, I can't drink that dry one without some beer. It's that dry. It really is. But how wonderful. Sat out here in the Spanish sun. Glorious hot day. Loving it. And I'm going to finish. I'm certainly going to finish this one off. Not so sure about that one. Might save that till later. To me, that's worth paying more for. It's worth the extra. It really, really, really is to me. And once I've had these, I don't really want to start going back to them. Okay, there you have it. Tortilla. Let me know if you know somewhere. I would very much appreciate it if you did. All right, stick it in the comments. All right, bye for now.